After saving a civilian worker from falling with an entire crane, Kyle Rayner suddenly sees a blue power ring saying he has been chosen. But before he could understand what it was, a red ring also appears out of nowhere. And then all the other rings of the emotional spectrum emerge, declaring that Kyle was the chosen one to wield them all. However, this immediately infuriated several other lanterns who began attacking Kyle, accusing him of stealing the rings. Kyle tries to explain that he hadn't done anything, but the lanterns don't believe him and continue to attack. As soon as Arkillo grabs Kyle's leg and hurls him against a subway train, Kyle quickly electrocutes Arkillo and immediately tries to fly away until he realizes he is still being pursued. But that's when the first blue lantern suddenly interrupts everyone and saves Kyle, helping him escape. Kyle then tells Saint Walker they should go to OA to ask the Guardians what was happening. While the two talked about how Ganthet would surely help them, the other lanterns on Earth discover where Kyle was going and immediately set out after him again. Once Kyle and Walker arrive at OA, the blue lantern says he will wait outside, and Kyle enters the Guardians' citadel to try and get an audience with them. However, as soon as the Guardians approach, and Ganthet begins to act with extreme coldness toward Kyle, he realizes something is wrong, as Ganthet was practically like a father to him. The others then reveal they removed Ganthet's emotions, practically lobotomizing him. Kyle gets angry and asks why they did that, but they ignore him and only demand explanations about how he got all those rings. The moment Kyle doesn't know what to answer, the Guardians decide to advance on him, and suddenly all the rings fly onto Kyle's fingers, making him the official lantern of the entire emotional spectrum. Kyle begins to feel the combined power of the rings and uses it to attack the Guardians. But after a few minutes, Kyle starts to become overwhelmed by power, and the rings begin to disappear, leaving him with only his original green and the orange one. As Ganthet tries to remove the green one, the ring resists, proving its strong bond with Kyle. Quite confused, the Guardians begin to investigate the orange ring, since the only living orange lantern was Larfleeze, and he would never give up his ring. But that's when the ring reveals itself to be a construct of Larfleeze himself, who appears there along with the other lanterns, attacking the Guardians and managing to save Kyle Rayner. In the end, Kyle masters the entire emotional spectrum and finally becomes the White Lantern.